Good evening, everyone. I have decided to record a new video right now, right here. And what I'm going to talk about today is the whole school education thing, why it was created, when it was created, by who it was created. But the quick question before I start to every one of you, what do you think about school education? Is it too much pushed? Is it necessary? What is the importance level for you of school education? You can leave me the answer to the comments. Let me know what do you think about school education. But before I start with everything, I'm telling you what is my opinion about school education. And for me, honestly, the school education is completely unnecessary. At least today, the way it's taught, the way what is taught, I don't think the school education is necessary uh, in the way it is today, because they do not teach us what needs to be taught, what we actually should know. They don't teach us the independency. They don't teach us how to start something on ourselves, how to rely on ourselves. Anyways, on 1903, I have some information written down here, and a couple of quotes, a little bit information. The video is not going to be long. Anyways, on 1903 was established General Education Board by John Davison Rockefeller. And before that, on 1902, the General Education Board was actually a non-governmental company, organization, established by John D. Rockefeller. And the whole purpose of the organization was to support higher education, and again was funded by John D. Rockefeller. The objectives were to promote farming, to establish high schools in the South, and to develop programs for African Americans. John D. Rockefeller donated $180 million into the school education during his lifetime. $180 million. It was just donated by him alone. Why so much money was dumped into the school education? Ask the question why. Just why so much money was dumped into the school education. And when this question was asked from him, then this is what he said. I don't want the nation of thinkers. I want the nation of workers. This what he said makes it really obvious for what this whole school education is needed. It's needed to teach us to work, not to think. Because think about that. School never teaches you independency, reliability, starting something on your own. They never teach you that because they don't need you to know that. They need you to have the basic knowledge how you could just simply get by in life, not to think too much, to solve little small things, to go work somewhere in factory, for example, and just do your job. And they teach you to be just as good as possible in a job you work for someone else. They never teach you how to be independent. They never teach you how you could one day have a company, have your own team, earn a lot of money. They never teach you that, and they're never going to. There is also another quote that I wrote down, and the quote is by Frederick Taylor Gates. And what he said: "In our dream, we have limitless resources, and the people yield themselves with perfect docility to our molding hand. We shall not search for embryo great artists, painters, musicians, nor lawyers, doctors, preachers, politicians, statesmen, of whom we have an ample supply. They do not want creative people. They don't want people who have some special skills, who are capable of learning to be independent, to do something on their own. They don't need this kind of people. They need people who would not think for themselves, who cannot be their own boss, who cannot start something alone. These are the people who they actually need, who they're actually looking for and creating in those schools today. That's what they teach you out for. They teach you out for a simple life. You work, you have your free time, you live, you pay your rent, you pay your bills, and you work again to pay all the rent and bills on the next month, and so on and so on and so on, and maybe 70 years like that. This is what they want. They wish for this kind of cycle, that you just work, 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 whole your life, not doing anything, just working. Not for yourself, but that you work for them. Anyways, the task we set before ourselves is very simple as well as a very beautiful one. To train these people as we find them to a perfectly ideal life just where they are. So that's what he said. The perfectly ideal life for us is to just work, work, work. As I said, work and pay bills. And like that, the whole life. That's what Mr. Frederick Taylor Gates said is a perfectly ideal life for us. Maybe for some, but I believe many of you want to have the independency, the freedom to do what you love, not what you have to. Who would want? Anyways, this is pretty much about the school education thing. Who created, when created. There is definitely a lot more information about that out there, and I'm going to dig into that, and I'm going to publish some more information on my Instagram research. And yeah, this is all about the whole school education thing. Just think about that. They never teach you what you should be taught. They never teach you independency, reliability. As I said also before, they never teach you how to start something on your own. Think about that. We actually don't need to be a nation of workers. We could easily be a nation of thinkers. We actually have the ability to create our own curriculum. We can actually learn whatever we want, and we can learn whenever we want. We can choose whatever we want to be in life, whatever we want to do in life. You just need to dig into that and go on. Thank you for watching. See you next time.